Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Chirasmita presenting the headlines first. Prime Minister Modi takes part in Quad Summit, says Quad will remain long-term partner of Indo-Pacific nations for mutual growth and stability. Today is World Rhino Day. Reiterating India's commitment to protect rhinos, Prime Minister Modi urges everyone to visit Kaziranga. Assam Governor visits Indo-Bangla border post at Ramraikoti, says vigilance of soldiers ensures safety of citizens. Met Office predicts heavy rainfall over 4 NE states in next 7 days. Rainfall likely in Assam and Meghalaya from tomorrow. And in Chennai Test, India thrashed Bangladesh by 280 runs, take 1-0 lead in 2-match series. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has stressed that the shared democratic values of the Quad grouping are vital for humanity, particularly in the face of increasing global tensions. Modi also affirmed that the Quad is poised to remain a long-term partner, ready to collaborate with Indo-Pacific nations for mutual growth and stability. This was stated by Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri during a media briefing today while sharing key takeaways from Prime Minister Modi's ongoing 3-day visit to the United States. Last night, Modi took part in the Quad Leaders Summit and held a series of bilateral meetings with the leaders of the Quad member countries in Delaware. Quad brings together 4 countries, India, Australia, Japan and the US.
Super excited, very excited to see him and meet him personally, greet him personally.
बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ मैं एडिसन न्यू जर्सी से हूँ और मैं बहुत ही एक्साइटेड हूँ पहली बार उनसे मिलने के लिए आ रहा हूँ और मतलब मैं बता नहीं सकता कितना गर्व फील हो रहा है मुझे कि आई कैन एटलीस्ट उनको देख सकता हूँ यहाँ पे सबके सामने.
In Jammu and Kashmir, addressing a public rally in Rajouri today, senior BJP leader and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said India has a principle that says if its people want to live peacefully, it should have good relations with its neighbours. India wants to have good relations with all its neighbouring countries, even with Pakistan, but they are encouraging terrorism. Addressing another rally in Pooch, Singh said elections are being held after 10 years in Jammu and Kashmir and everybody's eyes are on this election.
केवल भारत के लोगों की ही नहीं बल्कि सारी दुनिया के लोगों की नजर इस समय टिकी हुई है. लोकसभा चुनाव में 30 वर्षों के बाद पहला यह अवसर रहा है जब मोर देन 58% की वोटिंग इस जम्मू कश्मीर पाकिस्तान से बात करो. बहनों भाइयों, हम लोगों का एक प्रिंसिपल है, सिद्धांत है और आप जानते हैं यदि शकून से रहना है पड़ोसी के साथ अपने पड़ोसी के साथ रिश्ते अच्छे बना के रखने चाहिए. हम भी जितनी भी हमारी पड़ोसी नेबरिंग कंट्री हैं सबके साथ हम रिलेशंस अच्छे बना के रखना चाहते हैं. पाकिस्तान के साथ भी रखना चाहते हैं, सबके साथ रखना चाहते हैं, लेकिन वो टेररिज्म को बढ़ावा देते रहें और हम उनके साथ अच्छे रिलेशंस बनाते रहें. यह कैसे होगा? दोनों काम नहीं हो सकता.
Today is World Rhino Day. On the occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reiterated India's commitment to protect rhinos. In a social media post, Modi complimented workers who have been involved in rhino conservation efforts over the last many years. He said it's a matter of immense pride that India is home to a large number of one-horned rhinos. He recalled his visit to Kaziranga in Assam and urged everyone to visit there as well. Now it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. In Assam, Governor Lakshman Prasad Acharya today visited the Ramrai Kuti border post located at the 1001 pillar of the India-Bangladesh border area of Dhubri. He said the loyalty and dedication of the border security force Jawans deployed to protect the border is commendable. These soldiers are country's front line of defense. It is because of their vigilance that the safety of every citizen is ensured. He also said women are power in every form. Along with the officers and soldiers of the border security force, they are also standing vigilantly and responsibly in the protection of the country's borders.
मुझे खुशी है कि अधिकारी और जवानों के साथ साथ मेरी बेटियां भी इसमें बहुत ही सन्नद्धता से, सतर्कता से और जिम्मेदारी पूर्वक और बड़े उत्साह के साथ ऐसी सीमा की रक्षा में खड़ी हैं। मैं सबको बधाई करता हूं और अपने जवानों को सैल्यूट करने आया हूं जो हमारे सीमाओं की रक्षा करने के लिए सदैव संपूर्ण लगा करके तत्पर रहते हैं।
India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast isolated heavy rainfall over Vidarbha for the next 5 days and Chhattisgarh for the next 4 days. IMD added that isolated heavy rainfall is also expected over Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura during the next 7 days and in Assam and Meghalaya from tomorrow to Friday. It has also forecast isolated heavy rainfall over Marathwada for the next 2 days and Madhya Maharashtra, Konkan and Goa during the period from Tuesday to Friday. Besides, there is also the possibility of isolated heavy rainfall over coastal Andhra Pradesh tomorrow and in north interior Karnataka till Tuesday.
दक्षिणी म्यांमार कोस्ट तक एक ट्रफ लाइन भी इन साइक्लोन सर्कुलेशन से होते हुए जा रही है। इन सब के प्रभाव में एक लो प्रेशर निम्न दबाव के क्षेत्र के बनने की संभावना 23 सितंबर के आसपास बन रही है। पश्चिमी मध्य बंगाल की खाड़ी उसके आसपास के क्षेत्रों में। जहां तक अधिकतम तापमान का सवाल है तो अधिकतम तापमान अभी पूर्वोत्तर के राज्यों में सामान्य से ज्यादा बना हुआ है और वहां पर उमस भरा मौसम आने वाले 2 दिनों तक बने रहने की संभावना है। पूर्वोत्तर के राज्यों में अगर बात करें थंडरस्टॉर्म की गतिविधियां 23 तारीख को भी जारी रहेंगी और वहां पर खासतौर से जो मिजोरम और त्रिपुरा का क्षेत्र है वहां पर भारी वर्षा हो सकती है। आसाम मेघालय में भी भारी वर्षा होने की संभावना 23 तारीख को भी रहेगी। अंडमान निकोबार में जैसा कि हमने बताया वहां पर थंडरस्टॉर्म के साथ 23 तारीख को भी तेज झोंकों के साथ हल्के से मध्यम स्तर वर्षा कई स्थानों पर हो सकती है। दक्षिण पूर्वी भारत की अगर बात करें जैसे हमने बताया था ये एक्टिविटी 23 तारीख को भी जैसे हम शुरुआत में बता रहे थे बनी रहेगी, भारी वर्षा होती रहेगी।
In Tripura, Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha today attended the 41st Annual General Meeting of the All Tripura Booksellers and Publishers Association in Agartala. In his speech, he said books are one of the principal means of acquiring knowledge. They are brought to the public by various booksellers. He lauded the booksellers for their efforts to popularize books in the state.
দেখুন সরকার আমি সব সময় বলি যে আপনাদের প্রতিনিধি হচ্ছে জনপ্রতিনিধি হয়ে আমরা সরকার সংখ্যাধিক্যের কারণে আমরা সরকার গঠন করি। কাজে আমাদের দায়িত্ব বর্তায় যে কোথাও সমস্যা হলে সমস্যার সমাধান 100% হবে সেটা সম্ভব নয়। আপনারা যে পেশার সাথে যুক্ত সেটা কিন্তু সাংঘাতিক ইম্পর্টেন্ট, তার গুরুত্ব সম্পর্কে আপনাদের বুঝতে হবে। সাধারণ মানুষ আমরা ছোটবেলার থেকে আমরা দেখে এসেছি পরীক্ষার পরে রেজাল্ট বেরোলেই সেই বইয়ের দোকানে যেতে হবে, এটাও অন্যরকম একটা অনুভূতি। এবং আপনারা এই যে বই যেটা আমরা বলি যে চেতনার যে সীমানা বাড়ায় সেই রকম একটা স্থানে আপনারা সবাই কাজ করেন। অন্যান্য ব্যবসায়ীদের তুলনায় আপনারা কিন্তু একটু আলাদা। আমরাও দেখতাম যখন দোকানে এত এত বইয়ের মাঝখানে, আমার এখনো মনে আছে আমাদের বাড়ির পাশেই যখন
In Arunachal Pradesh, Chief Minister Pema Khandu attended the motivational talk for government officials and students in Tawang. The speech was delivered by His Holiness the 12th Chamang Kenting Tai Situ Riponchela. Taking to social media, Khandu informed that the religious leader has said compassion is not just an emotion, it's an intellectual choice that guides people to act with kindness and empathy. True compassion begins with oneself, understanding one's own suffering and freeing oneself from it. The themes of the speech were ethics beyond religion, impact of religion on students' lives, and cultivating proper motivation and how to face problems. Still in Arunachal Pradesh, Chief Minister Pema Khandu informed in a social media post that the construction of the Rikya Sartokling Monastic Institute is coming up beautifully, blending perfectly with the serene landscape of Phadamfa Jong near Low village in Tawang. He said the institute will soon stand as a center of Buddhist teachings and the revival of ancient Indian cultural heritage cherished in the Nalanda Buddhist tradition. In Sikkim, Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamangole on Saturday attended the Akhil Bharatiya Kavi Sammelan 2024 at Manan Kendra. In his speech, he said literature is more connected to the spiritual thinking of people than to the physical world. It's through literature that the true essence of humanity is revealed to society. Human beings live in multiple dimensions, constantly facing and overcoming the struggles of daily life. From the beginning, these experiences gave rise to philosophy, which later found expression in literature, Tamang said. In sports news, in cricket, India defeated Bangladesh by 280 runs in the opening test match in Chennai today, taking a 1-0 lead in the two-match series. Chasing a mammoth target of 515 runs, Bangladesh were bundled out for 234 runs in their second innings on day 4. For host, Ravichandran Ashwin claimed a 6-wicket haul, powering India to a comprehensive victory. At the end of day 3 on Saturday, Bangladesh were at 158 for the loss of 4 wickets when stumps were drawn. India declared their second innings on 287 for on day 3 with the help of Shubman Gill and Rishabh Pant's centuries, putting the hosts firmly in control of the opening test between the neighbouring countries. In more sports news, in Meghalaya, the third edition of the Saura International Half Marathon took place on Saturday. It attracted more than 7,000 participants of all ages, including children and senior citizens. Runners from various countries, including Ethiopia, Kenya and Bangladesh, joined the event, which is recognized by the Athletics Federation of India. Organized by the Meghalaya Athletics Association and the Meghalaya State Olympic Association, the marathon featured categories including 21K Elite Open, 21K Open, 10K for various age groups and a 5K run for fun. Still in Meghalaya, the District Legal Services Authority DLSA of West Khasi Hills organized a program titled Opening Doors for Education to Children at St. Thomas Higher Secondary School in Mairang. Aimed at raising awareness among students about their rights and the importance of education, the event featured talks on key topics such as the right of children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009 and legal and services. In Arunachal Pradesh, the villages of Songking and Phangyak in Mayo Changlang district hosted their first ever Mahila and Bal Sabha centered on addressing key issues related to the welfare of women and children, in line with the local sustainable development goals. The Sabha offered a platform for women and children to share their concerns and take an active role in decision making. The initiative aims to empower communities, promote gender equality, and cultivate a more inclusive and supportive environment for all. And to end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Modi takes part in Quad Summit, says Quad will remain long-term partner of Indo-Pacific nations for mutual growth and stability. Today is World Rhino Day, reiterating India's commitment to protect rhinos. Prime Minister Modi urges everyone to visit Kaziranga. Assam Governor visits Indo-Bangla border post at Ramraikuti, says vigilance of soldiers ensures safety of citizens. Met Office predicts heavy rainfall over 4 NE states in next 7 days. Rainfall likely in Assam and Meghalaya from tomorrow. And in Chennai Test, India thrashed Bangladesh by 280 runs, take 1-0 lead in two-match series. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.